Hello, ladies and gentlemen. The RELL season movie has finally dropped. The RELL Bros told us everything from the release date to how Haki will work. And I'm not gonna lie, I need this game as soon as possible, bro. I need this game in my veins, bro. With Roblox being in such a dry state right now, with like TypeSoul not really doing anything, Bloxroot's not doing anything, we really need a game to just hype up Roblox. This video is going to be an overview of my thoughts on the movie and everything they talked about. There will be time stats on the video, so you can skip to whatever part you want to hear. If you want to see my raw reaction to the movie, it's the latest video I have right now, so the video before this. And I've already uploaded that. And while you're going to go do that, I need you to smash that like button, subscribe, and go follow the Twitch. I will be giving away a $20 Roblox gift card to a random person at 400 followers. But anyways, let's get right into the video and witness this amazing game that the RELL Bros are making. Now let's get right into what everybody's been waiting to hear, what everybody's been wanting to know. And it's when the release date will be for RELL Seas. And they ripped that bandage off immediately in the movie. It was one of the first things they said. So basically they said, and I quote, October closed community and December open to public. My only problem with their statement is it's kind of broad. They didn't say this year. They just said October, December. So they could be playing games with us and be dropping it in 2030, like GTA, bro. Or I don't even know. But I do hope they do drop it within this year, because like with the dry state of Roblox, we really need a game to come out soon, bro. Because I don't know if I can do another 20 TypeSoul streams, man. I need some new content. But it is what it is. I hope everybody gives them some leeway though. If they don't drop it October, I want them to give them a leeway of like 2 to 3 months or something like that. I think that's fair for how long they've been having us wait. If you give them an extra 2 to 3 months, I'm fine with that. Because you can't rush perfection, in my opinion. I think the release date will be October, and I think they'll do their best to get it done with October. They're not like dickheads. So, like, they do care about the community, and they will try their best to release a game. But the question is, do you want a finished game or a broken game? The choice is yours. And I would rather a nice and polished game than something that's janky, because we'll all be mad at that in the first place. So, you know, just give them some patience, and I think the game will be great either way. Hopefully, I'll be playing this October, though. Now, one of the big parts of RELL Seas for me is the maps and how the maps look. And there's not much to say about them other than they look beautiful. Not only has every map or building we've seen have been massive with many rooms to explore, but the quality is above Roblox, like I think like AAA type of territory. My only problem with like such large maps is having empty space. I'm okay with a few rooms being empty here and there where we can chill with our friends and talk and things like that. But there's no reason for all those maps to be so big if there's gonna be nothing in them. I really do hope they have something planned to fill all the maps. Either it's gonna be in-game events or just a bunch of NPCs that will be there. Anyways, I want to talk about the developers being scammed. In the movie, the RELL Bros mentioned they had to remake most of the maps and other things because they had been scammed multiple times. And for one thing, scamming the RELL Bros has to be crazy, bro. Because me personally, if someone scams me and I'm famous, bro, I'm posting all the information of who they are so nobody works with them again, bro. But low-key, I guess the RELL Bros aren't some hating ass niggas. I didn't really see anything on Twitter them like releasing like who was scamming them and things like that. They just kept it low-key and just said, it is what it is. But this like topic hurts me personally because I want to become a game developer and I don't want to go into this field where a bunch of scammers are. So I might just have to say F it and do everything myself, which I hope I don't have to do. I hope I can find a team to trust. But it's looking bad for Roblox developers. A lot of them seem very slimy in general. Even those who don't scam, like think of the TypeSoul devs. They all seem like kind of slimy and things like that. And I just hope like Roblox devs just become better and just like be human, gang. Just be a human, bro. Just be a regular person, bro. Like you don't gotta touch kids. You don't gotta abuse nobody. Just be a normal and make your game and get your bag, bro. That's all you have to do. We ain't asked for anything else. Now this should be a short section of the video, but I'm not gonna lie. Them niggas was yapping at fishing. I'm not gonna lie. It was like a 10-minute video of just them fishing, bro. I do not care, bro. I know I'm gonna have to fish in the game because I want to be a cook, but like fishing has never been my cup of tea. Same with like underwater levels and things like that in video games. Fishing doesn't really matter to me, and I hope for most people it's not gonna be an essential part of the game because I'm not gonna lie. The fishing's all right. They said that they like changed it and made it better, but I don't really care in my opinion. No offense to the Rail Bros, but just fishing has never been for me. So like I'm never really gonna like fishing unless they make it like really really cool. Unless I have to go in there and hunt it myself, take my spear like a caveman and go whoom. But I doubt they're gonna do that. But you know, fishing is fishing. Nothing crazy about it. It is what it is. Now into something that's bigger than the release date itself, in my opinion, that everybody talks about, which is the combat. And the combat is it's interesting. The bros didn't show anything special. Like they didn't show any special moves, fighting styles, or devil fruits during their combat showcase. They just showed off how M1s and parrying and heavy attacks would work. Don't get me wrong, the combat looks great, but I'm just disappointed they didn't show anything else. But more about their showcase. Combat is what the RELL Bros heavily focus on, so I'm sure they cooked on it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glazing them. Don't get me wrong, I'm glazing them. But I know the combat did look good. And I've heard a lot of people saying the combat looks simple, and I'm just dumbfounded, bro. Do y'all not have yours, bro? It was literally stated in that movie that the combat looks simple, but they promise it will have a major learning curve.
It may look simple, but it'll get complex. There is a learning curve.
Each M1 doesn't have keyframes anymore, and allowing you to speed up or slow down your M1s. I'm not gonna lie, that does already sound a little complicated to me. In M1 combat, if you use a high B attack, you'll be able to grab your opponent and fling them around.
A new game mechanic, using heavy in M1's turn into a grab throw.
But also, the game won't be a jumping simulator because they stated in combat, max Geppos one can use is 3. At the beginning of character selection, you can select your weapon class, kind of like Deepoken. Picking a weapon class allows you to replace an ability of a similar weapon type, which is an amazing concept in my idea. So imagine you have a S tier dagger, 2 S tier daggers. One move you like, but the other one has better M1s or something like that, right? You'll be able to take the M1s take the moves of the one you like better and put it on the one that has better M1s, which I think is an amazing concept in my opinion. Also with skill trees, they have an amazing concept. So they call it the poster system, which is based off Helldivers. Basically, there's these posters that will be attainable through dungeon drops, boss drops, and in-game events, and I'm sure other things as well. And from my understanding, you can equip one poster for each different type. These types being fierce, tactic, and agile. Now, don't quote me on this. This part was kind of confusing, but it does seem pretty cool, and I do like how they're doing combat. It is a unique way and refreshing in my opinion. So yeah, the combat, in my opinion, it looks good. All the people hating, they're wrong. Don't listen to nobody hating. The combat looks great in my opinion. Now, can it be approved? Maybe. I haven't tried it yet, but the combat looks great. Now on to bosses. Bosses low-key were the longest thing they showcased. They showcased 3 bosses, or no, they showcased 4 bosses, which all of them did look great in my opinion. When the RELL Bros said that the bosses would be Elden Ring level, they didn't lie, and they might just be there. All the models of the bosses look neat and clean. I love the animation where basically you can down a boss and you'll get into a cutscene where you just sucker punch him, and it looks great in my opinion. Although my worry is the bosses didn't seem aggressive enough or have enough health, and I'm just gonna assume they tuned down boss aggression and health during the showcase just to show off how the boss fights would be like, because I'm not gonna lie, they were stalling a lot in the boss fights. So I'm assuming this was just a showcase and boss fights will be a lot harder, and the bosses they did showcase were beginner bosses, so they're meant to be easy. But if what we saw in the showcase is really what bosses will be like and what will be promised, they low-key might not be a challenge and a boring part of gameplay at a certain point, to be honest. Now onto the Haki system, which a lot of people care about. I didn't think as many. I thought people more cared about the combat system, but I feel like more people care about how Haki will work. And let me tell you something. The bros cooked on the Haki system, bro. It's not like Block Switch where it's mad simple. The way it works is you can put stats into either Observation, Armament, or Conqueror's Haki. And much like the combat system, you can pick different posters you would like to equip for battle. All the abilities for Haki are named after like famous people. So, you know, like Albert Einstein and things like that. And I think that's a pretty good feature. When you have Haki, at the end of every M1 combo, either with a sword or with your fist or something like that, if you click it at the right time, you'll end it with a flash of Haki.
A strong Haki punch. You have to press it at the last second.
Not only that, but they added a bunch of customization to your Haki. Your Haki won't just be black covered in neon highlights like, you know, some games. There'll be different patterns you can apply and colors to make your Haki your own. So you can really customize your Haki and just make it. It's just all about the drip, basically, in my opinion. And I know a lot of y'all want to know how Conquerors works, and low-key, they could. I'm not going to go into much explanation about it. I'm just going to show it in a short clip here and just leave the rest to your imagination.
Mate, my hands would be off the keyboard. I think it's time to just give up, to be honest. Yeah! Just realize there are gaps in skills you'd never attain.
Now, for my final thoughts of everything together, I think the game looks great, and I think the game will do amazing when it releases. I think the people who are hating are just hating to hate, and they just want to be on the hate train. Now, I know there are some good criticisms of the game, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying everybody who criticizes the game is hating, but I feel like some people are hating on the game. Everybody hated on the movie for some reason. Not everybody, but a lot of people did. They didn't like how the movie was presented. In my opinion, like, I guess the RELL Bros can't win, bro. Last movie, they were yapping. And now when they try to remove the yap and make it more structured, people complain about it because it's kind of weird. Now, I found it humorous because they had like an AI voice, an AI butcher voice everything. And I thought that was just kind of funny in my opinion. They even went as far as the way to get like an AI do a song based off Witcher. And I thought that was pretty cool in my opinion. I thought it was funny, but I guess nobody else like appreciated the humor. But you know, I think the game looks great. I think all the combat styles are good. My only one worry for the game is things being unbalanced. I don't want a game where there's one fighting style and that's it. Like, there's other fighting styles, but they're not as comp as the other one, and you're forced to use the other fighting style. I want to be able to be creative with my fighting styles and do whatever I want. I want to do a Sanji build, so if there's a black leg style, I know I want to play that. But I also am going to assume that getting black leg will be fairly easy since it's something important in One Piece, and I hope it's not going to be overly power crept so that my skill is useless compared to someone just being better. I hope it's a little bit more skill based than moves based or just having the better fighting style. I hope I'll be able to use whatever I want and just make everything a bit more customizable to me and personal to me than just having the same build that everybody else has. But you know, game looks great. I will glaze this game to death unless it's terrible on a release. And yeah, that's it for me. Please leave a like and subscribe, everybody. I left a lot of things out from this movie, so I would hope you guys go check out the RELL Bros movies too. Not my video, but just go to their channel and watch it and give them the views and help the brothers out. And the link will be in the descriptions. Praise the Lord. I'll see y'all later.
The One Piece